Shalom and grand rising, brothers and sisters, queens, kings, ladies and gents. Uh, you know who it is. Not gonna say it's your man Buff. Just did. Anyway, listen, I'm in the music room this morning and I am going through some very touching artifacts that I got from my mother and father's house. My father passed away of COVID a couple of years back. When it first came out, we had to get rid of the house and move my mom to a safer place. She's doing well. You that know her, she's doing well. She's making improvements. There's some ups and downs, but we're right there with her as promised, and we'll continue to be right there with her. Me and my siblings and I. So I have a lot of stuff that I want to show you that I came across. I'm back here listening to smooth jazz and started going through these photos and artifacts and had a moment. But I want to share. When we first started Buff Dillard Music Group, we promised that you would be the first to see videos, pictures, information about the artist. Humble, grateful me, Buff Dillard. So I'm going to show you a few things that brought a smile to my face. There's certain things that did not bring such a smile to my face. It just made me awesome wonder. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this one. Henry F. Dillard II, born at Greenville General Hospital, January 18th at 11:26 p.m. I had no idea I was born at night. Now explains why I'm up all night. 6 pounds, 8 ounces. To a senior and the missus. See, that's me. Yeah, looks like a light-skinned baby, but I don't think I was ever that light. I don't know. Who knows? Here's a better picture. A little darker, getting some color to me. This guy right here had no idea he would be who I am today. Here's a bigger picture of him in his fro. Yeah, can you dig it? I came across these pictures, and that's Olin Mills. If you're young enough, you remember Olin Mills. But anyway, you know what I mean. Just wanted to share some of these pictures. Here's one of me. I went on 3 proms. All of them were in Philly. I don't know what I was doing back then, but this is one. I went to the prom with Alicia Thompson. Lord rest her soul. Rest my soul. I look like somebody out of Miami Vice picture back in the day, Crockett and Tubbs. This one I want to share with you is near and dear to my heart. This is my son. This is Enrique. You didn't know, they used to call him Little Buff. He's Big Buff now, way bigger than me. But that's him right there, and you can see the resemblance on some of the other pictures, my baby pictures. Let's see what else we got here. I think I was about 4. Right there. That's you hear people talk about Buffy. This is Buffy. This is not Buffy. This is Buffy. Yeah, that's the man. He was always kind of decked out. My mom kept me clean. Kept me in suits and stuff. I talk about how the doctor said I wouldn't play football. And I played for 4 years here in Charlotte before moving to Philadelphia. I was a wide receiver. They would often put me in the backfield. They called me Rabbit. I was really fast on all 4s. But that's it right there. Number 84, wide receiver and defensive end at Kennedy Junior High. That was age 14, y'all. Age 14. Wow. So, let's see what else we got here. We got this picture. I'm a brassist. I play all brass, and I don't play that instrument anymore. That's a baritone. I used to get a couple of guys together, and we would do second line jazz at nursing homes for seniors that are ill, sick, shut in, whatever you want to call it. This is a picture of me and some guys that were with me. I believe that's Tuffy, Jarrell, Edwan, and Mondo. on the sousaphone. That's me out front. And we went to go play for the seniors. And that's something I used to love to do. I've always been a person that loved to give back to the community and just make people happy by with melodic therapy. That was many years ago, probably about 20, maybe 25 years ago. If that, there's probably more than that, to be honest. Here's a picture I found. It's a blast from the past. My first dog, well, not my first dog, my first German Shepherd. My first German Shepherd's name was Robert. That's my dad. He brought him home to me from church one night. I don't know where he got him from, but I was happy to get him. This is me and Enrique's mom. When Enrique was born, you see I look like Jaquan, my nephew. Yeah, Enrique was that small. Can't believe it. Some of you know that I teach, or I used to teach. Now we've taken it to the communities, which is why we started all Yahweh Ministries. My portion is to mentor and to teach. I've always had a passion to teach, but not in the schools. I always had a passion for ministry, but not in the church. Beyond the four walls of any of those, so I can tell a truth that's not being told, so to speak, about certain subjects, not all. But this is my dad, and this picture gets me all the time because you see what he's doing. He's teaching these young guys, and he's in the seminary, and that's one thing that he loved to do. He took that to heart. He gave so much of his life to this ministry, and I used to often wonder why, when I knew that not much would come back, but he was blessed. We were blessed. We were never homeless. We always had a meal. My mom would find a way by the help of God. Yahweh always provided. This is my dad's mom and dad. That is Queen. That's Queen Dillard. That's her real name, you guys. Queen Elizabeth Dillard. And my grandfather, my dad's father, Moses Criswell. Rest in peace. Wanted to show you them. Now, coming to the end, you hear me talking about my dad's uncle, my dad playing with James Brown, Tina Turner, and Otis Redding before becoming a minister. That is all true. You hear me talking about coming from a long line of musicians. I wish I had my Uncle Daniel in here. I don't have a picture of him. But the baby boy, Uncle Daniel, he toured with Peebo, and he did some stage management with Gladys Knight. And he plays the trombone, still plays the trombone. He's in Nashville, love him dearly. And that's where I really was intrigued with the trombone, just going to some of the shows and rehearsals with using Peebo, the Crosswings, and seeing him with the trombone. But this uncle is the one that was the 2-time Grammy Award winner, writing for Teddy Pendergrass and Al Green. He was, or is, Moses Criswell Dillard Jr. I can say was. He's a very big spirit right now in all. So this is him. This is Uncle Mose. And he was quite a musician and accomplished composer, writer, you name it. He's older than my dad, but this was his homegoing celebration obituary, which I had the honor of playing for. He had 2 homegoings. He had one in Nashville, and he had one in Greenville. That's how important he was to the community. Did a lot of work. He as well was a minister upon his untimely demise. This is what I really want to show you guys. This is one of the first albums that he produced and put the band together for. And you can see right here, it says on the van, Moses Dillard. Oh, it's backwards. I don't know if you can see it right. Moses Dillard Textown Display. That was the name of the group. Okay? That was the name of the group. This right here is Uncle Mose. And I can't make out everybody else, but this is the album. I mean, still intact. Still intact. Vinyl. Real serious vinyl. 2-sided. 2-sided. I don't know if they went back to doing that again. But you hear me talking about Uncle Mose giving Mr. Peebo Bryson his start. Peebo Bryson was on this band. He was on this band. Look close. Moses Dillard. That's Bill. And there's Peebo, a young Peebo Bryson. Okay. Just wanted to show you guys that a lot of time people talk. That's Uncle Mo's in the studio, and he's engineering on some very old equipment. This is where it comes from, guys. This is where I get it from. Just wanted to share that with you. And in loving memory of my dad, Uncle Mo's, rest in peace. I love you guys very, very, very much. I know they know that. But this is why I take great pride in what I do. It may seem like I'm bragging, but it's not. I come from a long way with a lot of issues, just like you. But I've accomplished a lot. This is DNC. I played for the DNC committee here in Charlotte. I was blessed to be able to do that. That's a great achievement. And I was on a Low Country Jazz Festival. Low Country Jazz Festival here. And that was I think that was my first jazz festival. I've been on many, but that was my first. And here you have the Bugs National Anthem, all three. Last night concluded a collection. And I don't know what's next, but we're going to keep on doing what y'all have us to do. And as long as you continue to love and support, then I'm going to continue to do what he has me to do as long as I have breath in this body and I'm allowed to stay here in this matrix to make a difference.